before the pyramids cast their shadows over the sands of Egypt. There was Sumer. Between the Tigris and Euphrates, a harsh land gave birth to something extraordinary. They learned to tame the rivers, to farm, to store, to plan, and that changed everything. Villages turned into towns, towns into cities, and one city towered above them all. Uruk, the first metropolis, home to tens of thousands, ruled by kings, blessed by gods. The temple wasn't just sacred, it was the center of power, economy, and control. From economy came writing, from writing came memory, from memory, civilization. Cuneiform etched history into clay, every deal, dream, and decree preserved. From temples came kings, from kings, power, earthly and divine. Each city ruled by its own god and its own ambitions. Peace was rare, power fragile. They lived, loved, worked, and worshipped under the ever-watching gods of the city. Women owned land, ran businesses, served as priestesses. They had voice in clay and court. They didn't just build cities, they invented civilization. Ziggurats were not tombs, they were mountains in the flatlands, homes of the gods, Enmerkar, Lugalbanda. Their names echo like myth, but they laid Uruk's foundation. Then came Gilgamesh, part king, part god. All legend, he sought immortality and found wisdom in death. The first hero of written memory. The gods ruled everything. Each storm, flood, harvest. A message from heaven. Every city had its god. Every god a city of clay and blood. They told of floods, of gods angry at noise, of salvation in a boat, long before the Bible. They built the first schools, Edubas, harsh, disciplined, and sacred to learning. Sargon rose from servant to sovereign, the first man to rule an empire. Uruk fell, Ur crumbled. Sumer bowed, but did not break. From sea to sea, Sargon ruled, the first to unite the four quarters of the world. His daughter Enheduanna, high priestess and poet, became the first named author in history. Akkad brought order, and with it, paperwork, laws, tax, empire. But conquest breeds resentment. Sumerian blood boiled beneath Akkadian chains. Famine followed, and the gods stopped listening. Then came the Gutians, wild, unknown, and devastating. The first empire crumbled. Power returned to the dust. But Sumer wasn't finished. From ruin rose the last great flame. Ur-Nammu gave Sumer its laws, justice etched in stone. Shulgi expanded what his father restored, a patron of learning, order, and legacy. The empire functioned like clockwork until the gears jammed. Too much irrigation poisoned the earth. The rivers that gave life now cursed it. Ur stood proud, but alone. The world moved on, and with Ur's fall, the age of Sumer was over. They were forgotten. Their language, their gods, their kings vanished into earth until we uncovered their words, in clay, in silence, in story. They gave us writing, cities, law, time, story. They were the first to say we were here. Long before Babylon or Rome, there was Sumer, the first stone in the wall of civilization. In our cities, our schools, our screens, their echoes remain. They rose, they ruled, they vanished. Not from failure, but from forgetting balance. We still learn from them, through mud, ruins, and math. Writing gave them eternity. Even the gods die, but words endure. From wheels to time, their inventions still carry us forward. Gilgamesh lived before myth had a name, but his journey still shapes our heroes. Most of them have no names, no stories. Only the dust remembers. They wrote in clay. We write in code. Both leave a mark. Their world now lies behind glass, but it still speaks. They built the blueprints of our world. Temple, market, state. Their gods died, then rose again in new names. We still kneel before ideas born in clay. And when the last voice fell silent, only clay remained. 4,000 years later, they spoke again. Uruk lives again, in code, in film, in thought. They mapped the heavens, and now they dwell among them. They were the beginning. We are the continuation. Follow for more history.